I needed to discuss with you the performance that you gave me on your diagnostic essays. So, there's just no way around this. This course is normally taught in 16 weeks, and we're reducing it to fundamentally 6 weeks. I don't have the ability, although I wish I did, to reduce the amount of writing that you have to do. It's contractual. So, you're doing the same amount of writing you're doing in 6 weeks that you would normally be doing in 16 weeks. It's very difficult. And while some of you really took the challenge this week, many of you didn't. And the point of this video is to explain to you how necessary it is to dig in. You have a big essay due at the end of this week on Friday that is going to be 7 pages long. And some of you have spent somewhere between 5 minutes and 30 minutes in the class in total. And that's not just some of you, it's more than half of you actually. For instance, on the diagnostic essay, I asked that you attach the list of the top 20 errors. About half of you did that. About half of that half actually looked through it. There were some glaring bad junior high essays in this batch. People were making these large spaces between the heading and the title, or the title and the body, or the between paragraphs to make it look like it was actually 2 pages. That's a juvenile action. There were things that you never do in an essay that people were doing, like you never use the word you. It just doesn't happen. You don't use your. That doesn't happen. You italicize titles, basic fundamental things like using the proper font, setting off quotes that are more than 4 lines, putting quotes that are less than 4 lines into the paragraph. I didn't see that. And really what I'm saying is I didn't see any effort. So I'm just going to be direct about this. If you plan to stay in the course, you're going to have to change your effort. Those of you to whom this message applies. The last thing I want to do is to waste my time or yours, or you to waste your money and just take an F for no reason. But that's the direction that many of you are headed. If you don't think that you can do this class in 6 weeks, I understand that. I would sign up for it at a time when you can take it in a 16-week session, or maybe in a summer if you have, fewer classes and you can give it more concentration. But if you do plan to stay in the class, you're going to have to bear down. There's just no way around it. I don't think the prompts are particularly hard. It's just a lot of time. As a general rule, in a normal class, you're going to be spending about 10 hours per week studying in the classroom. Nobody even reached half that level in the class this week, really. And there were a couple of you, but yeah. The way things work, I had 101 students to start the week. 54 students actually turned in their essays. That's it. So about half. Of those half, maybe 20 or so actually went through the prompt, went through all the modules, did all the work to prepare for the diagnostic, and then executed it well. Probably 30 of you just decided to read the assignment, sit down, and do it in about 15 minutes and submit it. I'm just saying to you, that's just not going to work. So you need to check in with yourselves and find out where you're going to be here. If you want to work hard and you want to put in the probably like 15-20 hours next week to do the 7-page essay that's due Friday, well then dig in, and I'm here to help you by all means. But if not, it might be time to let yourself know to take this one out. Right? Take time off this one and do it when you can. So that's my message. I do expect better work from the class as a whole on these first upcoming essays. Have a good weekend.